all alone in a dark room. It's just big enough for you to fit in. All of a sudden, an intense heat invades your little room and starts burning you alive. You try to get away, but you can't. You cry out, but no one can hear you. And when you can't struggle anymore, you perish. The scene that I just described to you was the process of assailing abortion. According to National Right to Life, since 1973, 52 million babies have been aborted in the United States alone. Today I will persuade you that abortion is damaging, not just to the baby, but to the mother as well. We will look at the link between abortion and breast cancer, the emotional effect that it has on the mother, and that all human life has been given the right to live by God. First, a link has been found that links abortion to breast cancer. The Journal of American Physicians and Surgeons published an article that showed, among 7 risk factors, that abortion is the best predictor of breast cancer. Medical doctor Angela Lanfranchi stated that 13 out of 16 studies performed in the US showed evidence that links breast cancer to abortion. Pro-abortionists have confirmed the link as well. In 2003, Dr. Louise Britton performed a study for the National Cancer Institute. She originally reported that there was no link between abortion and breast cancer. But in 2009, she decided to look at the evidence once more. And according to World Daily Net, she said, Dr. Britton had co-authored a research paper published in the prestigious journal, Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention, which concluded that the risk of a particularly deadly form of breast cancer, and that attacks women under 40, raises 40% in a woman that has had an abortion. Next, abortion has an emotional effect on the would-be mother. The American Pregnancy Association reports that some of the side effects of an abortion are anger, shame, regret, and suicidal thoughts and feelings. Listen to what one woman had to say. I wasn't told that after having the abortion, an utter self-hatred would consume me and lead to distrust, suspicion, and the utter inability to care about myself and others, including my 4 children. I wasn't told that hearing babies cry would trigger such anger that I wouldn't be able to be around babies at all. I wasn't told that having an abortion with my husband's consent would end up causing me to hate the father of my children. I wasn't told that I would become suicidal in the fall of every year when both of my babies should have been born. My abortions were supposed to be a quick fix for my problems, but they didn't tell me that there is no quick fix for regrets. But it isn't just the mothers that are affected. The fathers are impacted as well. Here's what one man whose girlfriend had an abortion had to say. My trust in women and people in general has been rocked. I have not been able to sustain any kind of relationship with a woman since, and doubt that I shall ever be able to trust a woman enough to marry her. My girlfriend's abortion turned my world upside down, and there has been no justice to turn it right side up. Finally, all human life has been given the right to live by God. Now, some would argue that it's not really a life, or that it's not really a baby. It's just a blob or a bunch of tissue. In Jeremiah 1:5, the Lord says, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. And in Psalm 139, for you form my inward parts. You wove me together in my mother's womb. The Lord knows the beginning from the end, and he knows who that individual is, even before the moment of conception. A baby that was conceived from rape has the right to live as well. The Allen Guttmacher Institute and Planned Parenthood's Family Planning Perspectives reports that 1% of all abortions occur because of rape or incest. Listen to this quote from Forbidden Grief, from a woman that had been raped and then had an abortion. My rape was bad, but I could have gotten over it. The abortion is something that I will never get over. No one realizes how much that event damaged my life. I can't believe I paid to be raped again. This will affect the rest of my life. In conclusion, abortion is deadly, and not just to babies. It puts the woman at risk of breast cancer and seriously affects the emotional life as well. All life has been given the right to live by God. Would you open your heart and be a voice for the little ones that are silently crying out for your help? Thank you.
Thank you.